The TV shows of the 90s were an interesting mix.
Stop!
The decade between the 90s and early 2000s was a landmark for television series in general. Some true gems were arising in the decade from 1990 to 2000. To give you some nostalgia, we bring to you guys the 10 shows that aired in the 90s and early 2000s that everyone needs to watch. So, let's get on to the 10 shows of the 90s and 2000s in no superior order.
You got it, dude.
Number 10, King of the Hill, 1997 to 2000. King of the Hill was an animated hit on Fox in the late 90s. Mike Judge was the creator of this show. The show follows the activities of the Hill family and often focused on son Bobby Hill, a short, stubby kid with a knack for one-liners. The show took place in Texas and had some fantastic characters.
Who wants to be...
You don't cut that little mile, man.
Nice to see you again, Jordan. Dance with you. I'd love to.
One of the best instances of satire on American television is King of the Hill.
Man, come quick! Redneck boy getting busy with lawn clipping!
It absolutely encapsulates classic Americana culture.
Come over to clean that pool, man. Start going. Quit it! I didn't rent that movie.
Mike Judge's subtlety is evident in the fact that you can't tell it's humorous.
I look like a jackass.
The hilarity can be found in the ordinary and prosaic things of life.
Firm, but with a little give. Yep, these are medium rare.
What if somebody wants theirs well done?
We ask them politely yet firmly to leave.
The IMDb user rating was 7.3 for this show.
That's what the people come to see.
Number 9, Martin, 1992 to 1997.
Business, okay? I don't blame you, man. You was just being a man, okay? I got no beef with you, bro. You got the wrong idea, my friend. Hold on, wait a minute.
Martin was the only sitcom which set the stage for later comedies leads in the years to come.
Who you talking to?
The show follows Lawrence along with his close friends and his girlfriend. The show focuses on exploring relationships, culture, race. This show was a pure class. Lawrence also played several other characters.
What's up with you? My name Roscoe. And if you a burglar, opening up the door was a dumbass move.
Reflecting the rising popularity of the Fox network throughout the 1990s, Martin was one of the network's highest-rated shows during the sitcom's run.
What's up, man? Bruh, man need love too.
The IMDb user rating for this show is 7.4. On to number 8, The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, 1993 to 1996. Its memorable theme song, which included a loud pop rock and roll melody with guitar riffs and a repeating choir of Go Go Power Rangers at the start of each broadcast. The program was so well liked that it spawned its own line of toys, video games, and a film less than 2 years later. The series starts as Rita Repulsa, a humanoid sorceress, is mistakenly liberated from captivity in an intergalactic dumpster on the moon. Zordon chooses 4 athletically gifted kids and their smart buddy Billy to combat the evil of Rita Repulsa, her monsters, and her henchmen. This was a cheesy show but had a memorable impact on many kids including myself. The IMDb rating for the Power Rangers was 6.5. Number 7, Charmed, 1998 to 2006.
Where's Phoebe?
The 3 Hallowell sisters learn that they are female witches born from a long history of female witches.
What is this?
All have a special ability, stopping time, moving objects, seeing the future, and they can also combine their skills into the power of 3 to battle demons, warlocks, as well as other evils. Because of the emphasis on family in the earlier seasons of Charmed, the show was quite successful. The IMDb user rating of this show is 7.1. Number 6. SpongeBob SquarePants. 1999 to present. Who doesn't know about SpongeBob SquarePants?
Imagination.
It is still airing today, with even Patrick having his own show.
The brightest star? In Bikini Bottom.
Morning, little sis.
It's almost showtime.
Is getting his own show.
Welcome to the Patrick Show.
Also, who can forget about the memes?
Paying any attention to the inane dribble that is constantly streaming out of this dunderhead's mouth.
Gee, Squidward, maybe Santa will bring me a dictionary so I can understand what you just said.
I am the one, stupid?
No, I'm Texas.
What's the difference? Instrument?
No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument. Horseradish is not an instrument either.
SpongeBob SquarePants is a character-driven animated series that follows the nautical and often absurd adventures of SpongeBob SquarePants, an incurably cheerful and sincere sea sponge, and his underwater buddies. SpongeBob lives in a 2-story pineapple a few fathoms beneath the tropical isle of Bikini Atoll in the subsurface metropolis of Bikini Bottom. SpongeBob has always been recognized for its witty humor and the soul of its personalities, and it is well deserved, but the show's craziness has always had a hold on me. Its capability to drop something absolutely out of the blue at the audience, then laugh as though the joke was flawless.
Now, goodbye.
The IMDb rating for SpongeBob is an 8.2.
It's just my imagination again.
So what's for dinner tonight, Puff Mama?
Number
Chili?
5. South Park. 1997 present.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I made you eat your parents.
Matt Stone and Trey Parker are visionaries. It features an outlandish plot that is nevertheless accessible, effective, and hilarious.
You know that bandit. Wait a minute. This ain't a trick, is it? Well, you're not gonna stick something yicky in my mouth, are you?
I swear on my mother's life, Butters, I'm not going to stick anything yicky in your mouth.
Okay.
Trey and Matt have the ability to think in ways that no other writer can. The fact is, people will watch it just because it is hilarious, given the fact that it is much bigger than that.
Oh my freaking lord.
Trey and Matt are sharp cartoonists, and regardless of the fact that they produce one show every week, both are inspired by their sharp and spot-on cultural observations.
Hope you brought some condoms.
Their production remains relevant till this day. According to the New York Times, the decision to censor South Park came as a result of Jyllands-Posten, a Danish tabloid, publishing unfavorable photographs of the Prophet Muhammad in 2005, which sparked worldwide protests and violent threats.
A radical Muslim group warns the creators of South Park, Matt Stone and Trey Parker, they could face violent retribution for depicting the Prophet Muhammad on their comedy show.
It is permissible for someone to be killed that insults, degrades, or embarks upon portraying an image or a derogatory image of the Prophet Muhammad in Islam.
On the website revolutionmuslim.com, an article says of Matt Stone and Trey Parker, quote, they will probably wind up like Theo Van Gogh for airing this show.
The IMDb rating for this show is an 8.7.
To comfort the anguished cries of children everywhere, your local cable company has decided to drop all networks that sexualize spousal homicides from regular programming.
Number 4. Dragon Ball Z, 1993 to 2003.
All right, Boo. Now make this one number 4. I don't care about the rest of them.
Okay.
Dragon Ball Z is perhaps the best cartoon series of the 90s and early 2000s.
It's from the people of Earth! Spirit Bomb!
This was the first anime many kids watched. This show began with focusing on Goku and his son Gohan. The series runs on many twists and turns, just under 300 episodes. This was probably the best show in terms of popularity in the US. The reason I believe Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball in general is so wonderful is that it combines action, fiction, and strength, creating powerful feelings of passion and exhilaration every time you witness the characters clash. Dragon Ball Z features more realistic and near-Earth combats than other anime shows. Dragon Ball Z places the fighters in these massive grounds, allowing them to demonstrate just how impactful they have gotten since the first series. As a result, there are several eruptions throughout the series. This show is rated an 8.7 on IMDb. Number 3. The Jerry Springer Show, 1991 to 2018. Jerry's talk program is one of the most impassioned and spectacular among his peers' other talk shows. He discusses anything from bisexual relationships to rape. Although his guests occasionally lose control and rage and scream at one another, they are more realistic than those on other talk programs.
You know, you could be my girlfriend.
Well, Brad, I have to tell you, I'm a man.
The Jerry Springer Show has produced more on-air fights, screaming white nationalists.
God,
the 6 million
put the
people.
enmity between
Yeah.
your race
Yes.
and my race.
Right, yes.
And I hate
But
you.
you see, that's the difference. I don't hate you. I feel sorry.
Adulterous strippers, and transphobia than any other show on television in the previous 25 years. That may not be a tremendous accomplishment, but it is an indisputable phenomena, a game changer that has transformed daytime television into a completely different, if not scary, environment. Even though the show was so popular, the IMDb rating is a 3.7. Number 2. Pokémon, 1997 present. Everyone knows Pokémon. We all were collecting Pokémon cards at an early age hoping to land a holographic like straight drugs. But why was it so good and fun to watch?
A strategy. So they've been planning a new way to lose. Go Raichu!
Within late 1990s, it was hard to decipher how Pokémon became so popular throughout the world.
Pokémon the movie joins Pokémon the video game and Pokémon the trading card as must-sees and must-haves. To start us off tonight, NBC News correspondent Colleen Dominguez on the craze that has now hit Hollywood.
More than a game.
Does anybody know how to play this, how to get to the next level?
Or a top-rated TV show, Pokémon is an undeniable obsession with children.
However, with the advantage of 20 years of hindsight, we can see that it was popular at the time for the same reasons it is now.
Maybe it's time to get a reality check.
Pokémon has raked in almost $45 billion in revenue since its inception in 1996. That includes the video games,
Packs, you can catch them all. Games,
feature films,
Pokémon, the first movie,
and merchandising.
And limited edition trading cards from
Let's take a
Pokemon,
look
the
at
first
why
movie.
these tiny monsters are still important to millions of people as we look back on the franchise's history. Pokémon isn't just a game about cute animals fighting one another. That gives it a certain amount of initial appeal, but it earns a last attraction by offering up an esoteric rule set that is simultaneously simple enough for kids to understand while cryptic enough to confuse parents.
99% of its body is made up of water.
Ugly.
Pokémon is an opportunity for a child to completely absorb themselves in a world of arcane concepts. For many kids, this is one of the first chances they'll get to feel like a true expert on a subject, and that's a critical step in growing into an adult.
Are you okay, Ash?
Of course I'm not okay!
Finally, number 1. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, 1990 to 1996. Everyone's mind right now is hearing J. Cole yelling, "First things first, rest in peace Uncle Phil."
First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
The cheerful and infinitely quotable theme song of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air has become an essential cultural landmark for youngsters of the 1990s, channeling Will Smith's predilection for joyful, family-friendly rap music.
West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all shooting some b-ball outside of the school.
And it appears that the song's popularity has only risen over the years, with prominent singers, late-night shows, and even Jeopardy's Alex Trebek performing their own versions.
In the theme to this 90s sitcom, I pulled up to the house about 7 or 8, and I yelled to the cabbie, "Yo, Holmes."
The series stars Will Smith as a fictionalized variant of himself, a road brilliant young person brought up in West Philadelphia who is shipped off move in with his wealthy uncle and auntie in their Bel-Air house after getting into a battle at the nearby jungle gym in his area. Nonetheless, his way of life regularly conflicts with that of his privileged family members. While Fresh Prince is most recognized for its hip comic charm, the program also excelled at delicately and earnestly addressing significant societal concerns like as drug misuse, gambling addiction, and racial identity.
Uncle Phil, can you just pay him and let's go? No, I think I'm getting a lot better, don't you?
Oh, yeah, much better.
That's not the way I see it. He still stink.
I wouldn't told.
Known as Smith's huge break into TV and later his movie profession, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was a top hit for NBC, running for 148 episodes and more than 6 seasons. The IMDb rating is a 7.9. The past era presents quality work with highly recognized scripts that give the television series an immediate takeoff. It is a testament to the power of 90s and early 2000s TV that many of the shows on the list, while still holding up on their own, are being rebooted for newer generations. Such as Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, the SpongeBob spin-off of Patrick, and Charmed. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comment section your thoughts and make sure to like and subscribe for more videos. Check out my other content on my channel if you get the chance. What do you suggest the next video should be?